Hi everyone, we are from the Pro Group. Our position is that cell phones are associated with adverse health effects. We should be very concerned about prolonged use and should take measures to limit radiation exposure. In 2013, worldwide mobile phone use were 6.8 billion. The market is almost saturated, penetrating 96% of the global population, 128% in developed countries, and 89% in developing countries. Cell phones emit radio-frequency energy, a form of non-ionizing electromagnetic radiation, which can be absorbed by tissue, potentially risky for human health. The amount of radiation depends on the technology of the phone, distance between antenna and the user, the extent and type of use, and the user's distance from cell towers. We use specific absorption rate to measure the rate at which energy is absorbed by the human body. The FCC limit for the public exposure is 1.6 watts per kilogram. The rate keeps increasing, as we can see from the iPhone 5 rated at 1.18 watts per kilogram, far up from the original iPhone, 0.97. Another popular phone, Samsung Galaxy S3, has an even higher rate of 1.49, much higher than the non-smartphone, 0.3. This problem may only be getting worse as new models are developed with more high-speed 4G access. In 2011, the International Agency for Research on Cancer has included mobile phone radiation into Group 2B, possibly carcinogenic. Multiple long-term studies have shown that cell phone study is associated with an increased risk for acoustic neurons and gliomas, two types of brain tumors, especially higher risk for ipsilateral users. Another study found an increased risk for gliomas from constant radio frequency signals with an odds ratio 2.1. The mechanism is still unknown. One possible explanation is that exposure to electromagnetic fields induces DNA damage, which has been confirmed by multiple studies. Radiation from mobile phones can influence some heart conditions. One study found that in males there were significant levels of prolongation in the QT interval when exposed to mobile phone at belt level. This indicates that it can slow the heart rate potentially to dangerous levels in those with some form of cardiac disease such as ischemic heart disease and can lead to heart attack. Electromagnetic field also can interfere with pacemakers when phone is activated and receiving a call, which is very dangerous for patients with pacemakers. Exposure to mobile phone radio frequency contributes to male infertility. A study using rat blood and testicular tissue found that the radiation significantly increased the size of their seminiferous tubules, leading to a decrease in speed in the movement of sperm due to the decrease in pressure. Another study using human sperm found that mobile phone radio frequency induces intracellular reactive oxygen species production and oxidative DNA damage, leading to decreased motility and vitality in sperm. This effect has a dose-response relationship with the level of specific absorption rate. Based on these findings, care should be taken by males of reproductive age to be aware of cell phone use and possibly take care. Have also confirmed the existence of an effective exposure to radio frequency on cognitive functions. The average response time for right-handed participants exposed to mobile phone radiation on the left side of the head was significantly longer compared to that who have a right side exposure or sham exposure. A meta-analysis also suggested that electromagnetic fields emitted by mobile phones may have a adoption rate, impairs the ability of neurons to store information. This provides us a research direction to study the mechanism of memory problems induced by cell phone radiation. Using a mobile phone could also interfere with the quality of sleep. Radio frequency exposure can increase the alpha range in the sleep and indicated moderate impairment of slow-wave sleep, which is the deep steady sleep. This increase in alpha range would mean that there is a high amount of very light sleep that would reduce the quality of sleep, and the decreased time in slow-wave sleep, increased time in stage 2 sleep, and prolonged latency to stage 3 sleep. All this would lead to the disruption of the normal sleep patterns. Various studies have also confirmed the adverse behavior effects from the use of cell phones, including risky behavior, low self-esteem, poor mental health, suicide feelings, self-injury, headaches, irritation in adolescents, as well as concentration problems in children. And there is also risk for traffic crash and can cause sleep-related problems. Here are some tips for how to reduce cell phone exposure. First, keep your phone 30 to 40 centimeters away from your body. We can also reduce exposure by limiting the number of calls, using hands-free devices or flip phones, using the phone in area of good reception, using the phone equally on both sides of your head, and keep and store the phone away from your body. In addition, individuals with pacemakers do not carry their phone in the breast pocket, and meanwhile, we should limit children's use of cell phones because they are most susceptible. Cell phone use is associated with various health effects, including brain tumors, heart-related problems, male infertility, adverse effects on cognitive functions, disturbance of sleep, and adverse behavioral effects. Therefore, we should take actions to reduce cell phone radiation.